New mission tree for Gotland with 3 completely different, very interesting and OP paths. New guarantee force for pirate republics. New naval doctrines, rebalance to naval ideas. This is what I'm gonna talk about in today's Dev Diary video, so fasten your seatbelts and get ready to have some fun. To stay up to date with the EU4 Dev Diaries as well as all the other content, remember to subscribe to the channel right now. Gotland. Not Gotland, Gotland. You remember I did a Gotland video some time ago as a pirate republic, and this is what you can expect for the new Gotland Mission Tree. Because at the very start of the game you'll be able to choose one of the 3 paths. If you're gonna go monarchy, if you're gonna go just be a trade republic, so a plutocracy, or maybe you want to go a pirate way. You can choose what the hell you want to do with your gameplay. Very good approach, I love it. Not just following one single path that the mission tree is forcing you, but no, the game is letting you choose from the 3 different paths. If you choose a monarchy mission tree, of course you'll become a monarchy, but most importantly, this is pretty much a mission tree that leads you to go and form Denmark, to reclaim the Danish throne together with the whole Kalmar League. To do that, you're getting plenty of bonuses, like 10,000 manpower per each nation with your dynasty, with good relations with you, and as there are 2 nations with same dynasty at the very start, you can get 20,000 manpower by simply allying them. You can get allies of the enemies of Denmark, so very similar to Norway and Sweden, and finally you can get support from the Emperor, but it's not like just simply joining the Empire, no. In this case, you can ask Austria for help, and in exchange you can get 500 ducats and some very cool modifiers for 20 years. But there's one if. Emperor says that if you go and fight Denmark, you cannot take Zlewikk or Holstein, because otherwise you get punished. Meaning that if you take these provinces, you get an event Holstein or war. If you accept it, yeah, you're just gonna reach Holstein, but if you reject it, you're gonna start the war against Austria or the Emperor, which is an offensive war, meaning that Emperor can call the allies. You don't want to do that. You can pretty much get good relations with both Sweden and Norway, and at the same time make them extremely disloyal to Denmark, which is allowing you to get ready for the actual war. And at last you have a mission that allows you to get restoration and casus belli on Denmark, so it's very overpowered, but keep in mind you're still Gotland, so it won't be that easy to win that war. Once you occupy Sealand, you can get all of these modifiers, so minus 10 war exhaustion, 2 stability, and even more liberty desire to Sweden, Norway and Holstein. And once you get 50% war score, control the capital, and be at war with Denmark for at least 3 years, you can immediately finish the war with the event of the execution of Christopher I. So you can get him on the pike, and then there's gonna be a white piece that makes Denmark your junior partner. They're gonna lose 2 stability, they're gonna get minus 100 liberty desire, and you become a kingdom. So why is it important that it's a white piece? Well, there's no AE for this personal union, so getting a huge personal union without AE. And keep in mind, if you PU a nation that has other PUs, so Sweden and Norway, then you're gonna take over these PUs as well, so it pretty much reconstruct the whole Kalmar Union. And there is a note, if at the end of the war Norway or Sweden are not a personal union of Denmark, you get restoration of union casus belli on them. As soon as you control the whole Kalmar Union, you can inherit Denmark right away and become Denmark yourself. But look at this, at the same time getting minus 200 liberty design in both Norway and Sweden, making them loyal forever. And you're getting some bonuses at the end of the game, like liberty desire of the subjects and monarch administrative skill. And of course you're getting the Kalmar Union government that was already explained on the Denmark mission tree. Obviously from this point onward you just have the Danish mission tree, so it's like mini Denmark, but with some additional fun at the very start. So the second path that you can choose is purely plutocratic, so the Republic focused on trade. Obviously it's all about becoming the dominating trade power in the Baltic Sea, as well as rivaling the nations like Lübeck and Riga, so punishing Lübeck again like in the previous Dev Diaries. And you're gonna get plenty of missions that, for example, lets you join the HRE or get claims on the Baltic coast, Germany, and conquer Denmark and Novgorod. There are some permanent bonuses that can get out of this mission, like 25% ship trade power or 25 trade power in the English Channel itself. There's a mission that is having dynamic rewards depending on which faction is currently ruling in your nation, and you can get, for example, for aristocrats, tech cost, ship durability. From the traders you can get advisor cost and cost to promote mercantilism, and finally from the guilds it's real Republican tradition and goods price modifier. Honestly, I think I like the balance of these bonuses. They are more or less balanced, and I see a situation when I could choose each of them. Then for the Gotland Trade Empire, we have the same situation. With the aristocrats is the discipline and ship durability, with the traders it's trade efficiency, and the global trade power with the guilds is dev cost and Republican tradition. Here again, it is balanced except one number. I think 15% dev cost is a little bit too much. It should be rather 10. And what is interesting, you have the decision to swap the permanent modifiers with another one. So the question is, can you swap it each time, or you can only swap it once? Because if you can swap it each time, remember that currently in U4 there are plenty of monuments that are giving you stability cost. So if you stack the right amount of the modifiers, you can pretty much keep changing your focus anytime you need to, making it even more of a pirate. But I wouldn't say it's absolutely broken, because remember, if you don't have high Republican tradition, the stab cost is far higher, so it's not that OP. Okay, finally the fun comes over here. Pirate Mission Tree. And this is the mission tree that AI will always choose to just follow the historical path of Eric of Pomerania that just became a pirate in the Baltic Sea. Of course, there's a part where you can go to the New World and become the pirate of the Caribbean, which lets you change your capital to the new world. So for example, you're gonna inherit your colony, in this case Cuba, and change your capital to Havana. The worst pirate mission is gonna give you the Art of Insults, which is 10% more of armies, 10% more of navies, and power projection from insults, which is a very strong bonus. I wouldn't say it's absolutely broken, but it's super strong. Then you have the path of the missions that is all about bullying nations in the Mediterranean. You can bully Pope and raid Rome, you can bully Venice and raid Venice, and you can bully the Berbers because, for example, you are not happy with them raiding you each time you play the Mediterranean. Yes, you can take your revenge. So for example, raiding the Venetian arsenal is gonna give you these modifiers. You will become a legendary pirate. What it's doing, we'll know later, but most importantly, legendary pirate do not cost Republican tradition to re-elect, which is an extremely strong modifier. Then there's of course devastation, better stats for your ruler, and money, mill points, and permanent modifiers, heavy shit compatibility and galley compatibility, which are super strong as well. I'm just afraid that there are a lot of naval modifiers that can stack in this type of the gameplay. On one side I love it because I can bully anyone, but on the other side it might be a little bit OP. Pirate Haven is very similar to what we saw earlier for the previous mission tree, one of the three bonuses. If the Buccaneers are in place, National Unrest, Republican tradition. With the smugglers is trade efficiency, privateer efficiency, and with the captains is moral of navies and the discipline, which is strong. Then you have a higher chance to become a legendary pirate each time you win with a country with a higher development than you. So it's mostly early game and mid game gameplay, unless you just want to become small and keep bullying everyone around. Legendary Pirate itself is of course a perk for your ruler, which is a yearly naval tradition, naval leader shock, and privateer efficiency. Very strong, but not broken, that's what I love. And finally, yes, the re-election does not cost the Republican tradition. This is it for the mission trees itself, but there are also changes to the Pirate Republics. So, the new government reforms. For the tier 2 we got the government reform, which is called Privateer Sway, which this allows you from allying anyone that is not a Pirate Republic. So it breaks all of your alliances that are not Pirate Republics, but in exchange you are getting this. More of armies 20, more of navies 20, naval maintenance 15, yearly Republican Nation 2, privateer efficiency 33%. On one side, okay, you're nerfing yourself because you cannot have allies, but on the other hand, these bonuses are absolutely broken. Okay, I understand it, yeah, they have to be strong because you're hurting yourself a lot without allies, but I would still... maybe 15 and 1? That's what I would think about nerfing, because this is a little bit too strong. On tier 4 we have 4 new reforms that are only for the Pirate Republic. So Movior Exhaustion, death cost, national unrest, or enabling the clergy states. So nothing really broken, we like it. Tier 7 are also all new reforms. We've got a naval supplies production plus 100%, yes, I love it. Smugglers deal is giving us mercenary companies do not cost army professions and mercenary costs. Also very nice. Bounty hunting is 1 year of income and 10 naval tradition from destroying enemy flagships. I love it. And then there's prestige from land battles, chance, yeah, this is actually very strong for the naval gameplay. But the question is, do you really need that? You have so many other modifiers. Empower the Quartermasters is enabling the Burghers estate. On tier 8 we have 3 new government reforms, which is National Sailors, named Marines Force Limit, Additional Merchant and Ship Trade Power Propagation, and finally Heavy Hit Combatability. Another combatability is very strong, very strong. Tier 10, there's one new reform, which is Rule for Loot, which is allowing you to raise the provinces. I love it. Each Pirate Republic uses that, not only the Gotland. Tier 11 we have Diplomatic Free Policies and Pirate Council, which is enabling you the Parliament. Final Tier 12, State Governing People costs minus 50%. Okay, this is absolutely broken, but keep in mind, Pirate Republics are getting minus 75% Gov capacity modifier. So, still not that OP, it's fine. Neutral Grant Policy is giving you vassals can now hoist the black flag and gain additional bonuses from Pirate Republic subjects. I'm wondering what's that. Then Diplomatic Reputation 2, Improve Relations 15. Very nice. And finally, Scourge of the Seven Seas. Raiding cost increases power projection. Okay, but how much? The question is. And another question is, maybe just do it against rivals, not everyone. Winning battles which are led by the ruler increases legitimacy or its equivalent by 0.5, Republican tradition, absolutist, and revision zeal by 0.1. A little bit strong, but I'm fine with that. Naval tradition for battles 100%, army tradition for battles 100%, max absolutist 20. 20 might be a little bit too much, but it seems fine. Then the new naval doctrines. These three are for Venice. Ship costs, sailors maintenance, naval combat bonus on owned costs, so it's the same that Great Britain had, heavy ship compatibility, ship durability. All seems fine. And for the lower Saxon, we have ship trade power and navy tradition from protecting trade, 75%, nice. Then the changes to naval. First of all, blockading cost is gonna hurt far more, I like this idea. And second of all, there are changes to the naval ideas. And about these changes, so there are, for example, +1 blockade impact on siege, minus 100% naval barrage cost, and ship disengagement chance. Okay, I like these ideas, but I like towards where it's coming, because it's actually making the naval ideas not only the super strong navy, no, it's actually giving you good modifiers that will be helpful. Blockade impact is super nice. Naval barrage cost is also super nice. So what I would think is to maybe nerf the actual quality modifiers in naval ideas and keep these bonuses. Because the bonuses that the naval ideas are giving you, it can be a shit nation with small navy. Purely getting naval ideas are gonna allow you to break almost any navy in the world if you play it correctly. So maybe just nerf this part and get these new bonuses. And I think this is my favorite change in this development diary. Detach special units at last. You have no idea how useful it's gonna be for the MP games where you have mercs that are banners. Okay, and this is gonna be all for this development diary. I think next week is gonna be Iceland based on what's said over here. So for today, thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like on this video to let me know that you like the development diaries and you need more. And of course, subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future content. Bye!